What's up, guys? It's Nathan here. Somewhat United with Nathan is the channel. I'm your host, Nathan. And Game Week 7, Premier League, best league in the world. Let's get into it. My picks for the week. Let's go. We start with Sheffield versus Man City. Man City, they are not the same Man City of 2 years ago. And but Sheffield United this year has been really bad. I don't even know how to explain it. I had such high hopes for Chris Wilder's side, and I don't know. Maybe they have played too many tough teams so far, and they will bounce back eventually, especially in the tactically speaking. But I think Man City is going to get the better of them this week. I just don't see how it's not going to go that way. But Man City does not have De Bruyne, but they have Phil Foden, they have Bernardo Silva. They have way too much talent, so it'll be more difficult without KDB. But they'll get it done. I think at least 2 goals. They're going to score 2 goals, 2-0. I think. Yeah, I don't see how Sheffield's going to score. They've had very difficult time scoring so far, and I don't see how it's going to change right now. Then we have Burnley and Chelsea. Burnley, who's basically in relegation or flirting with relegation for the last couple of weeks, versus Chelsea, whose talent-rich midfield and attack are finding it difficult to work together, to gel at the moment. But it can happen any week now with the quality of players they have. It can happen any week where they just click and then they run roughshod on the Premier League, because it's bound to happen eventually. If everything goes to plan, it should happen sooner rather than later. And I think they're going to I basically think they're going to trounce Burnley. I would say maybe a 3-0, 2-0, 3-0 for sure. I see Werner getting on the score sheet again. And I don't see what Burnley can do to help it right now. They've been terrible and they've been out of form of late. I don't know if Sean Dyche's man can turn it around. Then we have Liverpool and West Ham. Liverpool and West Ham. It's a good game. West Ham have bounced back from last season's torrid run, and they've been doing well so far. They've been working together well. They've got some luck too, especially with to level up with Tottenham. That beautiful goal by Lanzini was a freak goal, but they took it to Tottenham as much as they could, and they maybe at the end deserved a draw. I don't know if that would justify the whole game or not, but they fought back. They never gave up, and that's going to be vital against the Liverpool side, who's dropped already way too many points than they did from last season. And Liverpool just looking to prove more and more of a point now with Van Dijk missing too. And they're going to be more exposed. They're probably going to have Matip and Joe Gomez at the back, and I don't know if that's going to be good enough for West Ham, because West Ham are playing really well right now. So I think that this might be either the shock of the week, or I think it's going to be a draw. I think they're going to struggle without Van Dijk eventually, especially depending on the tactics of the different teams they face. I think West Ham's in a good rich vein of form right now, and I think they might be able to get something from Liverpool. So I'm going to go with a shock or a draw for this game. Then we have Newcastle versus Everton. Newcastle, I don't know. Sometimes they look dangerous. Sometimes they look like they're going to get smashed. And then they're playing the top of the league, Everton, who's been in the best of form. They're going to not have Richarlison for 3 games. They're not going to have possibly James Rodriguez if he's not fit enough to play these games. So it's going to be interesting to see how Dominic Calvert-Lewin is going to basically take control of the game, because he'll be on his own from the power front 3 they have, and it'll be interesting to see if they can pull it off without 2 of their star players, because Rodriguez might just not be fit for a while, and Richarlison is at least missing 3 games, so he's going to miss this game and next week game. So it's going to be interesting to see who fills in his position and how well they can. They're probably going to start Bernard, I think, because Bernard is a naturalized left midfielder. So it's going to be interesting to see if Bernard is as useful as Richarlison in order to help DCL get on the score sheet. Then we have Man United versus Arsenal. Game of the week, in my opinion. I think Man United have to win this game, basically. They just have to. With the rough start we've had to the season, they have to win it. And with the wins over Newcastle and Paris Saint-Germain, and they're going to have to just hopefully take the momentum, build momentum, call it what you want. They have to beat Arsenal. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because we need the points, and this season is not as dominant as last season. So it could mean all the difference in the world towards the end of the season about which place we finish in. And all these games are as important as the other, because of how everyone else is performing at the moment. So I'm going to go with a narrow 2-1 victory to Man United. I hope they can pull it off. They have to pull it off, really, just for the hopes for the rest of the league, and Champions League implications and all that. Then we have Tottenham versus Brighton. Brighton's a tough out. They can beat Tottenham at home. They did, I believe, last time. I think Connolly was the goal scorer in the fixture last time. I think that was 2-0, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think both goals were scored by Aaron Connolly. Brighton's a tough out. You can say what you want. You might think they are minnows and they have you don't know how they always stay away in the Premier League, but they're fighters. And Tottenham have bottled it a couple of times. They've bottled leads and got draws and lost games, and they've had an up and down season, but they have such prolific goal scorers that they can just make the opposition defense look terrible. And you never know what Tottenham you're going to get, but I think they will win this time. They'll get some revenge in Brighton. I think it's going to be a drubbing. In fact, I think it's going to be 3-0. Obviously, assuming that Son and Kane start, because they are the star players, and even though they have probably better quality players overall, Son and Kane are the most vital players they have, I think, because Bale still needs to be ushered into the Premier League after missing a lot of football, just basically sitting on the bench. And the fact that it's a different way of playing football in England, so he has to still get used to it. Hopefully he'll get used to it sooner rather than later, so we can see his form. Then we have Leeds versus Leicester, final game of my picks for the week. I think Leeds is going to beat Leicester, especially if Jamie Vardy is not there. It's as simple as that. Marcelo Bielsa's team, with the forward press and the bombing runs and the crosses being whipped in constantly by Harrison and the right midfielder, depending on who's there. I think Rafinha is going to come into the squad eventually, and he's a good crosser of the ball. They were playing so overwhelmingly well against Aston Villa. They were just swarming them, relentless pressure, until Patrick Bamford hit a hat-trick, and 2 of the 3 goals were absolutely amazing. And if Patrick Bamford's in that kind of form, Leicester's going to have a long day, because I don't think they have Chaglar Soyuncu too. And oh my god, they don't have Ndidi. It's interesting. It's going to be, I think Leeds is going to take it. I think they're going to win narrowly. I think maybe a 2-1 or a 1-0. But I think Marcelo Bielsa's men are going to surge into the European places at the rate they're going, because they seem to be fearless against every team, and that is a scary sight for the Premier League. Those are my picks for game week 7, guys. If you like this video, please share, comment, like, subscribe, and all that. And don't forget to hit the bell notification, and please share these videos. Help this channel grow. It means the world to me. I just enjoy talking about sports, and hopefully one day we can grow the channel to a point where we can do maybe like little live watch-alongs, and just watch with people the games live. That would be so much fun, because then we can interact with each other and all. And yeah, just help this channel grow, guys. Please like, please share, and see you for the next game week.